This year has just been a big struggle after Unbound. Felt like I had the fitness, the mindset to win that Unbound XL again, but this thing broke. I just broke mentally. I was having a full-on freak out there. Shortly after we started on Friday, I found myself getting way too deep in my head and overthinking things. I was even having irrational thoughts of Mary was not safe at home, our 2 dogs, something was gonna happen to them. I don't know where it came from. I basically came back, was like, I'm done. We're pulling the plug on Leadville. I need to get healthy physically, mentally again. That would have been the good excuse to come out and protect myself. After thinking about it a lot longer, I was like, I can't do that. I can't just throw the towel in. That would just be running away from it. It feels interesting to be in Leadville now. Like, kind of sad to say, but I was a lot more excited a month and a half ago. I've been in a pretty big slump since Unbound. It kind of leads my mental health to decline. Instead of kind of dwelling on the negative of that, I'm just looking forward to doing the best that I can on race day. And wherever that puts me, it puts me.
Taylor's a little bit, I think, of like a little superstitious on things and like wants to do things exactly the way they happened in 2021 because 2021 was good. And that, I think, it can be positive, but also like knowing what kind of headspace you're getting into, you can prepare yourself better so that it doesn't crack you if you get into like that really dark place.
In some ways, it's kind of embarrassing when I say it out loud about myself. If I go through an anxiety or depression, we call it an episode, and those last upwards of a month or longer, my wife Mary was really the only person that knew about it. A couple of my family members knew about it, but they didn't know the extent of what was going on and how serious it was. For the longest time, I felt like I was hiding something. I think cycling had allowed me to see it. Cycling used to be a negative influence on my mental health. It has become a positive, but it's a really fine balancing act. I love the training. I love like the checking off the weeks, but there's something about races like, especially Unbound XL, like the really long stuff, that gets me the most excited because I know it's a big test for me mentally, and you're super vulnerable there. I think the problem that I've had in the past is comparing other people, right? You see people in this series that are winning every race or getting a podium every race. It's like, God, I want that so bad. I work so hard to at least be like a consistent top 10 guy, but I haven't shown that yet. And that's really frustrating, but there's no excuse. My goal with cycling long term is to help myself, like selfishly first and foremost, right? But I also want, in turn, to help other people. I think what I've learned mostly with my kind of struggle with mental health is you never know what somebody's going through. And so don't assume that somebody has all their ducks in a row, right? It may look like that on the outside, but things may be spiraling on the inside. You have to have some compassion for people. Facing your adversity or demons head on is a way to grow from it. And so I think long term, I really want to be content with how racing and training goes and be happy with myself, regardless of where I finish.